part 3 of the Gaia channeled message. And so what I'm feeling really strongly is that these old parts of our identity, these old aspects of ourselves, are being, like, the roots of these things are being ripped from the soil so that we can create new aligned soil, new healthy soil to plant our new identity, our new manifestations, our new prosperous, beautiful life. There's a lot of like recreation happening right now. But in this process of these old things being kind of like brought up to the surface to be released, it can cause a lot of fatigue. It can cause a lot of like, we need to take space for emotional processing. I know yesterday I did a lot with my children. We had an event at their school, and so when I came home, I was like, okay guys, we have enough time to like watch a TV show together, and then we're gonna go straight to bed. And they were just, heightened energy. They needed to run around outside. They were kind of screaming. They were like, bah, bah, bah. And by that point, I was like so overstimulated that I was like, actually, we're not gonna do TV. I'm going to go lay face down in my bed and journal for a minute. I need to take time and space to just process all of the events from the day. And that's what I needed. I like to relax with a show. I like to relax with a story because my inner child is imaginative and loves those things. But what I really needed was to have just empty, blank space. To purge in my journal, to emotionally process, to recalibrate my nervous system. And then after taking those like 30 minutes to myself, and my kids were goofing off and doing whatever lovely things that they do, we came back together and we were able to have a beautiful bedtime. And so just know that this fatigue and this need to rest and this like discomfort that is coming up right now is serving the purpose of preparing you to release these ties to old parts of yourself, old expectations from others feels really significant, and allowing you to transmute these so that you have a larger capacity to receive the things that you've been asking for. This feels really connected to things that we had asked for around this time last year. I'm trying to think back to what was going on. But a lot of us are aligning with our truth. This is the Judgment card. We are aligning with our truth. We're aligning with our purpose. And this really requires us to show up differently. I know for a lot of my collective, we've been talking about moving into the new earth frequencies, into the 5D, and a lot of us are even the bridge. And so we're healing for ourselves, and we're guiding others, and we're helping others heal, and we're processing and transmuting collective energies. Whether you're doing this consciously or unconsciously, it's a lot of heavy lifting energetically, and Source is just coming in and kind of like acknowledging this, congratulating you for this, and Gaia is coming in and saying she has so much gratitude for you for doing this. Just the bravery of being able to witness and process your past emotions is a really big deal. Gaia is really coming in and just saying like this roots and these depths. She's saying that you have assisted so much in clearing for the collective just by your willingness to sit with these emotions and process your own things. Because I think a lot of us are unaware that what we do energetically, not only does our nervous system like shut down and hold like our inner child, like if a traumatic events happen at the age of 3, that 3-year-old version of ourself kind of goes into this frozen state until we go in and we heal that inner child. Gaia is saying that similar energetically things will happen with Gaia. So when collectively we're unable to process these big energetic things that happen, what we do is we freeze them and we store them in the ground. So in our ability to thaw these emotions out, to witness them and process them and transmute them, cut them off and send them into love, Gaia is able to do that much more efficiently for the collective as well. So she's coming in and like, thank you. But with the Judgment card, a lot of us are being prepared to show up differently in the world. And so that's why we're having to cut ties with these past titles, labels, hats that we used to wear. even if you still act in that capacity. So perhaps you work as a receptionist in a hospital. You are still going to show up as a receptionist in a hospital, but perhaps you are more aware of your energy that you are holding. And so you protect your energy before you go in. And you add a little bit of source magic to each conversation that you have. Just by being aware of the energy that you are holding and coming into alignment with your soul, with source, with grounding into Gaia, you are making very rapid waves within the collective. And many of us are starting to show up differently in the energy that we hold. And this is really, really important. And then Two of Cups. And Gaia, beautiful. I love this, especially having the Four of Swords earlier. The Two of Cups is saying that you are supported in this. Many of you have been tapping into this fear around, well, if my identity changes, will people still love and accept me? Will people still show up for me? There's a great many of you that will have to let go of relationships. I believe I mentioned that in part 2. But Gaia is coming in and saying this will rapidly be replaced by something that is more in alignment. And she really wants to clarify, there is no replacing people, but she's saying it is safe to let go of the relationships that are not in alignment to create space for something that will see the depths of you, that will celebrate your accomplishments, that will continue to love and nurture you as you go through these shifts and changes. As humans, we are ever evolving. We are ever changing. And she doesn't want you to fear change because you fear losing people. And she's also saying, and I'm here with you. I'm here to hold you and comfort you and give you that love and grace. If you feel called to communicate to Gaia, I'm feeling really encouraged to tell you to do so. We've been doing a lot of work around the heart space within the collective. A lot of work around the heart space. And this is really delicate work. It does bring up a lot of emotions. It does require a lot of processing. It leaves us feeling really tender. And Gaia has been a great help and assistance in my heart chakra opening and my heart chakra healing and just feeling comfortable and safe to do so. She lets me know there's no timeline, there's no pressure, but as the collective is cracking open, we will feel that. And so in the times that you need that comfort, you need that solace, you need to just vent about it, Gaia is there for you. Something I've started doing with my girls at bedtime. My son likes to pray to God, and then we pray to Archangel Michael, and we just ask for protection and guidance. And it's beautiful, but recently my 2 girls, they've started asking me to pray to Gaia. And so I just say, Gaia, will you take and transmute any energy that is ready to be released, any energy that no longer serves us, transmute it back into love. Thank you so much for all of the beautiful abundances that you give to us. And then we go to sleep. So maybe there's a practice there for you, but take what resonates, create your own rituals, understand that as you are shifting and changing, it's okay to feel a little bit uncomfortable. And I want to pull an oracle card for you as well. This is my Moon Deck Oracle, and it offers us an affirmation. And I've found that Gaia really likes to communicate with me through these cards. Perhaps you're being called to give an offering to Gaia. That's something I did recently. I soaked my carrot peels in water, and then I just poured them around the trees in my front yard. And I allowed my youngest to help and participate in that. And she thought it was really fun. So perhaps there's an offering that you want to give to Gaia. Ooh, and it fell on the floor. My inner compass knows the way. Yeah. Tune back into that intuition. As you're navigating these shifts, as the collective is changing, as there's so much energy being poured in through our crown chakras, ground. But know that no matter what, your intuition is the best source of guidance for you in your journey. My inner compass knows the way. All right, if you want a private session, they are donation-based for the month of March. Please book it while it's available. I would love to meet with you. I love you so much. Have a good day. Bye.